Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw. I'm in Cairns, Australia, in Queensland to be exact. I'm here with Mark Olson, who's the CEO of Tourism Tropical North Queensland. Now, what's that? Well, it's this wonderful region we're in here. Cairns is kind of the gateway to the Great Barrier Reef. And I just got off a Great Barrier Reef cruise. I went diving for the first time in my life. That was pretty amazing. We're going to talk to Mark about this whole region, about what it offers in terms of travel and tourism, about Cairns, and a whole lot more on Insider Travel Report. Mark, first of all, this is such a beautiful location. It's the first time I've been to Australia before, but this is the first time up to Queensland, up to Cairns. And tell us a little bit about this region. Why is it so popular?
Yeah, look, it's the northern part of Australia, so it's warm all year round. We don't get a
tropical.
Winter.
There we go.
This is the tropics, yeah. So it's warm all year round. It's the home, of course, of the gateway to the Great Barrier Reef, the world's best managed and most diverse reef ecosystem.
Which is still here, by the way. Don't worry about it. I saw it. It's still there.
Which is still in absolutely beautiful condition. It's also where the rainforest and the reef meet together. So one of the World Heritage listed rainforests, and the only place in the world where World Heritage rainforest and reef come together. The home of the world's oldest living indigenous culture, and right on the doorstep of an incredible outback with the world's longest lava tubes and the most incredible adventure drive from Cairns all the way across northern Australia. So it's got a great mix of experiences, everything from fishing to food, from adventure to luxury and relaxation. So, and we're standing here at one of the brand new 5-star hotels built through COVID.
Yeah, and so there's a whole, the chain is, what's the chain? It's the Flynn, right?
This is the Crystalbrook Resort.
Crystalbrook Resort Hotel. There's the Flynn, there's the Riley.
And the Bailey.
And the Bailey. So there's three. And I'm not staying here, but I'm going to come, we decided to have the interview here. And we're actually overlooking the bay here out towards the Great Barrier Reef, where we went out there, we were out there an hour and a half, and they got me diving. I was incredible. I mean, it's one of those experiences you got to have, right?
You absolutely got to have it. And a lot of people come out from under the water in the Great Barrier Reef changed forever. It really is like a baptism. Once you see the Great Barrier Reef with your own eyes, it really is hard to not be blown away by it and not want to come back and do it again, like that boat that's coming in right now with a couple of hundred passengers. Many of them would have been out for their very first time on the Great Barrier Reef, interacted with something like a shark or a stingray, got close to the corals, seen how the corals move and shape with time, and realise that the talk about the Great Barrier Reef undermines just what a beautiful asset it is. But for 2.5 years, its conservation has been affected by not having tourists here. One of the most important things people can do for the protection of the Great Barrier Reef is to come and see it, because most of the funding that comes for conservation comes from tourism.
Absolutely, and you haven't had that tourism for the last... Now, all right, when you come to Cairns, obviously you got to take a boat out, do dive, snorkeling, everything on the Great Barrier Reef. What else is there to do in Cairns?
Yeah, look, obviously luxury accommodation and great food. So you're dealing with the freshest seafood, the freshest produce. So right in behind Cairns is a great high mountain range, and on the top of that mountain range we grow all sorts of great rainforest and bountiful products. So beautiful food. The rainforest, of course, you don't want to miss out on. So it's the world's oldest living rainforest, many, many times older than the Amazon. So you can stay in it, you can fly over it, you can sail through it, you can swim in the waterfalls because it's warm all year round, you can always swim. The world's oldest living culture, there are experiences 10 minutes from Cairns, and there are rock art sites that are some of the most...
Aboriginal culture here in Queensland, right?
Absolutely, yeah. And because this region is also home to the Torres Strait, you have both of the oldest living cultures, the Torres Strait culture and the Aboriginal culture. So thousands of generations, rock art, cultural sites, but also just insights into how the rainforest and the reef work together, stories about how the place was created from Ice Age through to today. So there's all of those amazing experiences, and then we're right on the doorstep of this incredible outback, the Undara lava tubes, the Cobalt Gorge. You can paddle your way down an ancient red rock gorge just a few hours inland from here.
So it's incredible range of diverse experiences you can have just when you stay in Cairns, right?
That's right. More than 2,000 different experiences are bookable from Cairns to have in the region. So we're one of the most visited international regions in Australia. We used to have more international visitor nights than whole states and territories of Australia, more than South Australia, the Northern Territory and Tasmania combined. So we have this incredible depth of experience. So if you want to do your first dive on the Great Barrier Reef, this is the place to come. If you've dived many times and you want to go out to a really
still is the
location,
best place. Yeah.
This is the best place to come. If you've got young kids and you're trying to settle into a nature experience for the first time, this is a great place to come. If you want to have a really wild nature experience, this is the place to come. So we have everything from mild all the way through to wild.
Well, I started tame. I got off the plane and I dropped my bags at the hotel at the Flynn, and then I went to the aquarium because just get and it's a really lovely little aquarium. And I then had a nice bowl of Vietnamese soup and went back and crashed because I'd been going for 27 hours. So it's a long way to go, but boy, is it worth it! I tell you, especially today was incredible. Tomorrow we're going to see the rainforest. I understand. We have 2 more nights here in Cairns, but it is a place I've always wanted to come, but having been to Australia twice in the past, much more desert regions, drier, the wine country, obviously, places like that. But this is the tropics, as you say. In fact, what the name of your group is the same thing. It's the Tropical North Queensland Tourism. Really amazing.
Exactly right. So immerse yourself in the rainforest, get out to the Great Barrier Reef, taste the bounty of this part of the world, hop out to the outback or head up to see some of those Indigenous experiences. They're all available right here. It's really an easy place to get around. It's designed for tourism, an international airport, 20 minutes from where we're standing right now. Very little traffic, not a lot of queues, only 164,000 residents and 3 million visitors a year. So on any given day when tourism is booming, we've got about 50,000 visitors and about 160,000 residents. So we work really nicely together, and it means that it's really easy to get around and do things.
It's also very walkable all around.
It's all walkable, yeah. The Reef Fleet Terminal is a 10-minute walk from here. Getting to the aquarium, a 5-minute walk the other way. So quite a compact city, easy to get around, and lots of transport options.
Now, anything else you want to say to our 100,000 U.S. travel agents? And I am with a travel advisor fam here with Down Under Answers. So they've done a great job orchestrating this, and they had a wonderful, organized a wonderful dive boat experience, and now we're here for 2 more nights, get to see a little year of rainforest. But is there anything else you want to tell our travel advisor audience about this place, the secrets of really enjoying a great stay that they can relate to their clients? Yeah,
look, the most important thing is to experience it with a local. So our local tour guides and our local experts help you to unlock the secrets and the stories of the place. So no matter who your customers are, this is the place that you can bring them. We've got the right product and the right experience from larger groups to small niche groups, whether they're into diving or dining, we can look after them here. International gateway, and really everything you're looking for from a great Australian experience is accessible here. So come, stay, play, have some time with us, and we know that you definitely want to come back. And what we know for sure is that tourism is such an important part of the conservation of this incredibly unique ecosystem, from the reef to the rainforest to the culture, and we can only do it with visitors coming here. So what we say is that you're going to see great and feel great and leave greater.
And also, after 2.5 years of really been under quarantine here in Australia, and Australia finally opened just a few months ago, they are ready for you. They want your business. They want your clients to come here and see it. If anybody else wanted to go to Australia and put that on their bucket list, well, get on that bucket list and get it done, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And jump onto our website to have a look at all of the different
Where's that?
experiences. It's cairnsandgreatbarrierreef.com. Check it out. All of the different options are there. More than 2,000 different products and experiences bookable here. But as you said, we just can't wait to welcome you back. Pre-COVID, 1 in 5 of our visitors came from North America, and we just absolutely love showing this place off, and we can't wait to have them all back again.
Well, I'm certainly glad I came up here. It was on my bucket list personally. I'd been to ATE 10 years ago. I was in Melbourne about just before COVID. I know that Sydney, Melbourne area, Adelaide, but this was always on my best. And then after this, we're going to Brisbane, so it's going to be the whole northern part of Australia, which is an incredible place. And this is like, as we said, this is the tropics of Australia, and you can see what we're wearing. And this is in the middle of
This is winter.
This is winter.
This is winter.
Yeah, right. It was winter in Sydney. It was a little cool in Sydney when I came in, but not here. And it was amazing. And I went into the water. I put a wetsuit on, but it wasn't really necessary. So it's an amazing place. Mark, I want to thank you for telling us a lot about this area, about Cairns, about the tourism tropical North Queensland, which is a fabulous area for your clients. Again, thank you so much.
It's an absolute pleasure, and we can't wait to welcome you here. Good and yalla.
I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.